Hi, today we are going to show you about identifying invasive plants, some of the harms they can have in your backyard, and show you into a study we did on the spread of invasive plants using streams. Thank you.
Invasive plants can compete in our backyard with native plants and wreak havoc on our local environment. The plants you look out and see every day are fighting for resources around them. The introduction of invasive plants can make that competition even harder and can lead to the extinction of those same plants you've been accustomed to seeing every day. Controlling the spread of invasive plants is important to maintaining balance in our backyards. To control them, we first have to understand how they spread. Some invasive plants, like kudzu or English ivy, grow rapidly and take over entire areas, choking out native species. By learning more about these invaders, we can take simple steps like planting native alternatives or removing invasive species to help protect the ecosystems right outside our doors.
Hi, I'm Jackson Sandor from the Biology Department at W&J. In our research, we set out to explore how streams might play a role in the spread of invasive plant species. To do this, we focused on 3 different types of areas. One of our study plots was located upstream, another was downstream, and the third was set further away from the stream, serving as a control. We carefully surveyed 20-meter plots in each location using the CCAP on our phones to help identify the plants we found. The app helped us determine whether the plants were native or invasive, giving us real-time data as we worked in the field. As part of our presentation, we'll take you out to the field station and show you where we collected our data.
I'm Chase. This is part of our upstream area. This is where we searched on both sides of the stream to find all the invasive plants around here. This is Kentucky bluegrass. We found a lot of it in our upstream area, and we didn't find any of it in our downstream area. It's invasive from Europe and North Asia, and it is growing up on this bank here from our stream. This is our downstream area. When we searched here, we did not find as many plants as we did in the upstream, which doesn't mean that in total there is a different amount, because the amounts were still pretty close. So we can't say for sure that it's different, but when we counted, we found less. So this is garlic mustard. It is an invasive plant that we found in all 3 of the regions that we searched. It is native to Europe, and it makes the soil very acidic, which can harm the plants around it. So this is our last spot. This is our control area, which is off the stream. The stream is way down there. This was used to measure if the stream was contributing to having more invasive plants. We found that the stream and up here had very similar amounts of plants to each other. It showed that the stream likely wasn't the way that those plants were getting there. Good. This is a multiflora rose. We found multiflora rose upstream and downstream when we searched for the plants. It is native to Eastern Asia and is classified as an invasive species in this area.
So looking at these results, we didn't find a difference in the amount of invasive plants between plots. Since this doesn't allow us to say streams were a contributing factor in the spread of invasive plants, we still need to continue investigating to find how they are spread. None of these results are final, so there is still room for advancement in future studies. Taking this study to a larger scale is ideal and needed for more research. To protect our local environment, we need to continue learning how these plants spread so that we can control them and help our friends, the native plants in our backyard. Without controlling the spread, we can see a difference in our ecosystem that can spread very rapidly and potentially leave lifelong effects against our native plants. With being a college student, we want to protect not only our campus, but our community from these species. If we continue to care about the spread of these, we can in turn care for our environment and its future.